Welcome, everybody, to Rebelle Rally Live, presented by Toyota. We are here at Base Camp 2, but it is day 4 of competition. I'm with my good pal, Matthew Johnson. Matthew, we are dunes sun up and dunes sun down today at Dumont Dunes here at Base Camp 2.
It's beautiful out here in the dunes, and a lot of these teams do a lot of sand training for good reason.
Yes.
Because they know Emily's going to land them in the sand at some point this week.
Yes, this is where the, I would say the rubber meets the road, but it is definitely where the rubber meets the sand. It can get very, very dicey out there. It's going to be hot today. As the day progresses, the sand gets softer. That's going to be a problem for some of the four-wheel drive teams who are going to get into the dunes later on in the day.
Yeah, for sure. And here we are. Speaking of the day, it's day 4. We're
day
already
4.
halfway through this event already. So
I know.
You know, we've got some interesting stories to be following and telling about that so far. But personally, I love the dunes. It's beautiful out here. It's got that, especially with Steph's decoration of the tent, it's got that fun Morocco vibe.
Yep.
Which you know a little bit about. You spent some time over there.
I have. And, you know, coming into this is our halfway mark, as you mentioned, right? So now it's like you can kind of start to see the light at the end of the tunnel a little bit.
Well,
Not
speaking of,
quite, but kind of.
From Katie and a few others, it felt like a lot of people experienced their what's called, quote, their day 3 yesterday. It actually was day 3, but there usually is a day before midway through that everybody just has kind of a hard day.
Everyone has a hard day.
Yeah.
But this is our midway point. Day 4 is brought to you by Pirelli, and we've got this really cool Pirelli challenge going on. So Pirelli has a whole set of a whole team that they have brought here and given them tires to. They get 5 tires or 6 tires or 8 tires. I mean, they can basically get as many tires as they need.
As they can carry or whatever they need.
Right. And they get $1,000 towards their entry fee.
Yeah, this is something that really helps out teams get here. This is obviously for privateer teams that have been funding their own path to participate in the event. So, yeah, they get equipped with tires and $1,000 towards entry fee. Then we're going to line up and compare the finishing order of all in the Pirelli Challenge. There's awards for being in the top 3 there.
Right.
Another $1,000 for first place in the Pirelli Challenge, followed by $500 and $250 for first, second, third. Then, if you're first, second, or third in your category of 4x4 or X-Cross, there's another $1,000 there. So, like, you could come out of this with $3,000.
You could come out of
tires.
this with $3,000 if you know what you're doing, which is pretty cool. Well, let's look at some of the results. I know we have not seen them for a couple of days because of that marathon stage. And I know that I was looking a little bit earlier. The competition is getting really close, especially in four-wheel drive. We've got teams that are just points away. It's pretty remarkable. You never really know exactly where you're going to be. When I was competing, I never wanted to know where I was in the standings.
I forgot about that. Yes,
never wanted to
I'd come
know.
in and ask Becca, she'd look like she was going to cut me in half if I asked her.
I mean, and Rebecca always knew, but I never wanted to know because I didn't want that to affect my strategy.
Sure.
I just wanted to drive my own rally. So right now we are looking at Team 129, Nina Barlow and Terilyn Petterit. They, of course, are one of the most winningest teams. Terilyn is the most winning navigator of the rally. So it's no surprise that they're up there with a total of 95% of the points. But only 2 points behind is Shelby Hall and Rory Lewis in that bone stock Ford Bronco Raptor.
I interviewed that team a few days ago, and they really felt put together and like they were doing well together this year.
Good.
And they've got, obviously, the vehicle. They've got the experience. They've got all the pieces to be there, but by this time in the event in last year, things hadn't lined up well.
Yeah,
for
things
them.
are really clicking.
There was a deficit. They weren't going to come back. So this is cool. They're right there in the fight. Followed by Sam and Becky in the 2024 Total Chaos Tacoma.
Yep, that's pretty cool. I love to see that. And then we've got a cool, I just want to talk about fourth place really fast because we do have a three-way tie. And Team 128, Susan Piper and Elise Young, you know, they have been here before. No, I don't think with each other. But Susan just kind of seems to have a little bit of a different headspace this year, and it's really showing in her results. And they're in that Ineos Grenadier.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
She seems super, she's the one that was having the 5-course meal the other day looking out over the valley.
Right, and look at her. They're up there in the top 5. That's just, that is amazing.
That is cool.
All right, so moving over to X-Cross. What do we got, Matthew?
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm going to hop over there, too.
Oh, so sorry. Here, I can take it.
Oh, good.
Carrie Lando and Andrea Schaefer, they've got a strong lead. They've been leading this entire time. The point spread here is much more than what we have in 4x4, but it's great to be seeing that well-built Subaru Outback out there just really kind of kicking some butt and taking names. I'm really pleased for them.
And it's the first year for Carrie and Andrea teaming up.
It is, and they also have a sponsorship with Subaru. Subaru has finally kind of come along and figured out that Carrie Lando and Mountain Subi, which is the name of the vehicle, is a really good return on investment for their
I'll say,
for their sponsorship dollars.
For sure. A serious competitor, and it really lives it all year.
Absolutely. In second place, Melissa Clark and Catherine Reinhardt in the Ford Bronco Sport Bandlad Sasquatch. If you want to learn a little bit more about that vehicle, I did interview them yesterday in the live show. And then Rebecca Donaghy and Cindy Lee Wade in the BMW X3 M50. Now, if you're looking at that and you see these little badges next to them, we've got badges, we've got designations. So we've got designations for bone stock, whether or not they're in the Rebelle Rally, if they're a rookie, if they're in the Scorpion Challenge, if they're electrified. So that's what those little badges mean, and you can see that there's a little key down there at the bottom. So you guys should always know which vehicle is what and why they are there. And we've got teams out here that are just getting their vehicles ready, getting ready to head out. But Matthew, you went on I didn't really see you yesterday. What were you doing?
I went on a little adventure.
Yeah?
Chatting with Emily, she wants to be able to tell the story of how we manage to integrate with the different concerns over the deserts and the public spaces. And one of the places that would have been convenient to drive through, turns out, is Ash Meadows National Wildlife Refuge. And we shot a really cool piece there yesterday. I got a lot of education. For instance, it didn't occur to me that some plants that grow out in the desert are not the type of plants that's used to being stepped on and eaten by wildlife. And thus, when they get stepped on, they don't grow back.
Really?
Yeah, and so this is why we have places like National Wildlife Refuges, is to identify these kind of organisms, fish, animals, plants, all this kind of thing. And we start to understand more about what the impact of the roads is, what the dust is, and stuff like that on endangered species.
Okay.
And we shot a great piece out there. Shannon was great to chat with. Like I said, I just learned a lot. I mean, it's a new perspective. Cool. And this place is about preservation and education, not recreation.
All right. Well, let's roll it and see what happened.
Welcome to Ash Meadows National Wildlife Refuge. I'm Shannon Hearn. I'm the Wildlife Refuge Manager. We're standing at Crystal Springs, which is the most well-known springs here at Ash Meadows Wildlife Refuge. It really encompasses why we're here, our mission to preserve threatened and endangered animals as well as plants, and we have both here at the springs. So we have 26 endemic species here on the refuge that are only found here at Ash Meadows Wildlife Refuge. So humans do have an impact on wildlife. We know that. Specific to National Wildlife Refuge System, we have about 520 refuges, and then states will have their own wildlife areas. And then there'll be wilderness areas and national parks, as you know. And as a changing climate, we're really trying to connect all of these. These will be the endemic and surviving hotspots as we see this climate change and things occur. Most critical out here, if I could change the speed limits on this Ash Meadows National Wildlife Refuge, I would actually put them down. I think most people are surprised by that because currently the main line through the refuge is 35 miles per hour, and then the offshoot roads we have down to 25 miles an hour. But it's really challenging for anyone who goes over 35 miles an hour to see the wildlife that is near or on the road, and you're likely to have a direct impact if you're going much faster than that. It also causes a lot of dust out here, and so not only do humans not enjoy dust, our rare plants and our wildlife species don't as well. So I've noticed when I'm at 20 or 15, I'm actually kicking up very little dust, and I'm able to look and see a lot more of the wildlife that is adjacent to the roadway. And that's what we really want here on the Wildlife Refuge, people to slow down, go well under that 35-25, and then look and see what you see on the landscape. You will actually be able to see rare plants in these barren sections even before you get to the visitor center. Well, I'm really excited to work with Rebelle Rally and learn about your community and who you are. It's a little near and dear to my heart because I know that you're catering to women, improving their skills, getting them in the outdoors, because this really is public land for everyone's use. And we want to encourage that use. And it can be tricky feeling safe and secure out here to go where you want to be and have this experience. And I think this community, as it builds, I'm excited because you guys are very willing to message out the importance of these unique and rare refuges that we have in the United States, but also our shared public lands, how best to go about leave no trace, get out there safely, and educate each other on the importance of this and preserving it and caring for it. The worst thing that can happen to this world is we stop caring. We've actually already seen signs of that. So I'm looking forward for a future where Rebelle Rally is here. They can come visit us, maybe not all together, but 2 or 3. As these women learn about us and the importance of our message in the refuge system, we'd like to have them host them, especially bringing in the next generation who really probably is feeling like a lot of the future is not well suited and somewhat hopeless, and that is not the case. There's a lot that we can do and we are doing here, and we want to share that with them and we want to garner their support.
You know, that really is a representation of how we at the Rebelle Rally and at Fox Trail Trust and at Tread Lightly, we really want to preserve those spaces so that other people can be educated and enjoy those spaces. And it's not always about running a car through as fast as you can. It's about getting out there, slowing down, and seeing what is on this beautiful earth that we can take advantage of and just bring a little bit of beauty and stress-free into our lives. Now, I wish I could talk about stress-free when we're here at the first day, or the 4th day of the Rebelle Rally, the first day of some dunes. I'm here with La Dueña, Emily Miller. Every day you get a new introduction. Great. Emily, thank you so much for joining us. I know that this day is like, well, it's going to be so crazy. We're going to talk about the course. Let's bring up that big overview of today. This is brought to you by, up there we've got our little Pirelli logo. Looks like we've got a couple of different loops here at 241 kilometers completely total today.
Yeah, it's a very interesting day. It's a 2-loop day. There's a short loop in the dunes, and then there's a long desert loop.
Okay.
And half the teams are starting in the dunes. Half the teams are starting on the big desert loop.
So the teams that are actually starting in the dunes have an advantage because it's not quite as hot. Sand might be a little bit not quite as soft. What do you think?
Potentially.
Oh,
yes,
girl,
potentially. Except, sometimes it's nice to be able to shake out the cobwebs in the morning.
Sure.
Get into a groove and then finish,
yeah.
With some great shadows as well.
That's true.
But it is hot. It's going to be hot out here.
Well, let's run our map buckets animation, Emily, and you can talk us through that. Here we are at the start-finish. Where are we going?
Yeah, so you can see the start-finish right at Dumont Dunes, and we're going to hold it here for a moment. So very interestingly, they are on a 40,000 map, a 1 to 40,000 map that they don't have a map scale for.
I saw that. You should see how people are measuring in there.
Oh, I know. It's very interesting.
It is very interesting.
Not sure it's all right, but it's very interesting. So they have a map, and they have primarily headings and distances, not coordinates. There is one choice where you can plot the lat-long coordinate to get that one. And so it's kind of really interesting, too, because it's different scale. You have to take your mind out of looking at a 100,000 map and then zoom into a 40,000 scale map. And that's kind of hard to adjust. Mm-hmm. You will not see that we have a lot of 50,000 maps this year. And that's because people are just getting so reliant on all the detail of the 50,000 maps. They couldn't rely on that this year.
Yeah.
But Now, that challenge is very interesting this morning with the 40,000s in the dunes. There are about 10 checkpoints that they have an option to chase. And this is a very beautiful dune complex.
All right.
Let's go ahead and run the long desert loop. So once they take off out of base camp, now right here it's showing them getting out onto the road. What they've had an option to do is have a split. They can go through Death Valley. Actually, there it is right there. Running up past the Ibex Dunes, that's where they were yesterday, but descending. And let me tell you, it will be very different climbing it. There's big sandy sections, soft. Now they're coming out to the pavement. They are running over to Tecopa. Now, at the same time, the 4x4 X route had an option to go just behind base camp and ascend Sperry Wash. It's very rough. It's more technical driving. It's really impacted by weather, but it's half the distance, but it is going to take them just as long. So very similar. They hit the green checkpoint, and now they're heading into the Excelsior mine area. Over off into the distance, you can see Pahrump, Nevada. This is a beautiful mountain climb. Boy, if I had a choice, I'd take them down the other direction, too, because descending the road is amazing. Cool. So they've passed the mine area, and now they're looking out into the Mojave, kind of toward the Mojave Preserve, over across I-15. They can see that big view, and it is fun running, really fun running. And they're going to get to that blue checkpoint right there. They're heading up probably the worst power line road you could imagine to drive.
The worst one? Is it just
terrible.
Whooped out?
It's just rocky and whooped out. It's absolutely awful. Sorry, everyone. And now they're going into this technical zone. Right there, 4x4 X regular route. They have some options in there. The X Cross has an option to go this route or to get off on the road and head near Baker, California. Right here, they hit the green checkpoint. They're going to descend this beautiful kind of just sandy area, really fun running. Now they're going to hit the pavement. I hate to put them on the pavement, but the dirt option is just chewed up.
Really?
We're getting into that classic, California Mojave. The trails are in rough shape.
Right.
Now, right here, they hit this green checkpoint, and then they're on a Jimmy Lewis Precision Enduro.
Do
it's
they
considered
know they're
an
on the Jimmy
route.
Lewis Precision Enduro?
Yes, and I was so bummed. They have the road books. I was hoping they were going to get them at the Green CP, but I think maybe Chrissy's being easy on them. Really great Precision Enduro, and he uses that Precision Enduro to train the Dakar racers. Right here.
I'm hoping to get a little bit of training from Jimmy Lewis here in the next couple of
I think we all should get some Jimmy Lewis training.
Just be great. Well, thank you so much, Emily, for being here. We really appreciate your time. We have some footage from Team 190. They're in a Toyota Sequoia. That is Karen and Hannah. And I heard that hijinks ensued. So let's see what happened in the car yesterday.
Where's the start line? Is the start line over there?
Why
are our brakes squeaky? Because of dust. Yep. Golden. Push it. Go through it. You're good. Make up some time. Go slow. Don't stay watch for dips. Looking for a left. That was just the mirror.
Sorry, mirror.
Great day to have a GoPro.
Okay, it's
We should have a left coming up.
We know what we're
doing. Soon. Is that dust or haze? I feel like I see tire tracks. I don't see a T. Shit. Look for dust. I don't have a clue where we are. I can't see shit. Man, now we have 2 cars worth of dust in front of us. Shit, I can't see shit. See ya. I need the mirrors.
so big.
Yeah. Oh, I feel bad.
Popped out.
Oh no, the window popped out.
I know. That's what I said. It's okay. We'll pop it back in.
But that's not all.
We're about to get our first checkpoint.
That's
the
right.
mirror did not fall out.
That's right.
Still there.
There's our
Hanging
timing
by
control.
the, cords. And it's not bad for just cold road.
Yep. Here, you hold it then. I got a great angle.
That's right. Something broke in there.
Yeah. Okay. Onward we go. Okay, so your next waypoint is in 57 kilometers.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Wow, are those all birds?
Those are ducks. Yes.
That's a
They're
shit ton of ducks.
I think it's funnier if you've seen the video.
Yeah. I can't get the crumbles. I don't want them in the car, so I want them in my mouth.
Super cute cookies. Who's changing their wiper blade every 6 months? There is not a human in America.
That is the recommended
doing
frequency. It's every 6 months.
There's
It's like
literally
change your mascara, change your wiper blades.
I have mascara from 2016. This is the most boring GoPro video ever.
Don't look at my hair. It's a low-flying bird.
You know what? We should just trust our own gut.
Yes.
Other teams are on their own journey. We're on ours.
Yep.
Let's have, confidence in our own navigation and just do it.
Wow.
Dude, Karen looked so panicked during the Enduro in the first part. That was Enduro stuff. And she's just like, the driver, her eyes are just like, holy crap.
Well, I love that she always had her hands on the steering wheel.
Well, of course she's the driver. That's
I know,
amazing.
but she had her hands in good position on the steering wheel. You know?
Matthew, the driving instructor, that's what he notices.
No, just checking it out.
Well, hopefully we'll have some more hijinks for you all later on. But for right now, we've got Katie out on the line as the drivers and navigators are getting out onto this 4th day of the Rebelle Rally. Katie, give us something funny, please.
Good morning, Emme and Matthew. I am so glad it's day 4. As Matthew mentioned at the beginning of this segment, day 3 is really difficult on the Rebelle Rally. Everyone has their day 3, and it might not actually be on day 3, but for us it was definitely day 3. So with a deep breath and a fresh start, I'm here to talk to Kristen a little bit about how she integrates the Rebelle spirit into her homeschooling strategies. Go for it.
Yeah, I homeschool my 2 kids, Joey and Abby. Hi guys, if you're watching. They are in 3rd and 5th grade. And I just encourage them that school isn't always the best route, although it could be, and just to follow their passions. And if they're interested in something, just go for it, learn about it. I take them out if they're interested in something, if I can, and yeah.
What a great way to teach children. And then quickly, I know you're busy over there, love. You live in a 1930s homestead. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. My great-grandfather homesteaded in the area of 29 Palms near Joshua Tree back in the 1930s when there was the Homestead Act. We still have 10 of the original acres, and the cabin that I live in is hand-built by my great-grandfather.
That is fantastic. I'm going to let you go because the cars are moving up, but thank you very much. The stories of these women are incredible, and it's so much fun. Whoops. So much fun. Come on up, ladies, to find out what they do in their daily life. Good morning, Alana.
Good morning.
What do you do for a day job?
Study for the Rebelle Rally, and I'm a video producer.
How are you going this year?
We're doing great. We're really proud. We're back representing Firestone. We're the first team they ever sent to the Rebelles, so we're
congratulations.
Yeah, we're working really hard to make them proud, and we've had so many different type of conditions already just halfway through, like rocks and sand, lots of silt, lots and lots of silt beds.
So much silt. I can tell with the vehicles. So go ahead, tires.
Yeah, tires have done great in every situation. So yeah, we think we're set up for success for today.
Awesome. I'm looking over there at their map and seeing Dumont dunes. And at breakfast this morning, Emily said, "Oh, these are small dunes." I'm sure you're seeing the drone shots. Not so small. Hey, have a wonderful day out there. We'll see you tonight.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Now let's go around here and see how Shani's doing this morning. Good morning. How are you ladies doing today? I caught up with you yesterday morning. Oh, she's taking a picture of us.
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, go for it. Hey, what's your strategy in the sand today?
Having fun and being safe.
That's a really great strategy. This is a mother-daughter team. Some of our favourite teams are always mothers and daughters and sisters. You have a wonderful day out there, and we're going to go back to Emme and Matthew and see what's going on in the scoring.
Thanks, Katie. We were talking a little bit earlier about mother-daughter teams. Like, oh, that must be so hard.
Yeah, you can see they're getting going. Shani's driving and Laura navigating. If we step back one other vehicle, 147 there, Elena and Lisa. If you look at 147, that's a full-size Bronco.
It is, but it's only a two-door.
I know. It's a two-door, but it's a non-Sasquatch package. So to me, I thought it was a Bronco Sport at first. And then you realize it's just not it's just like not a Sasquatch package.
Yeah, you realize what the Sasquatch package actually adds when you see one without the sassy package.
Yeah. And Lisa looked at me and she was like, I'm too short to climb in that big thing. I need it this high so I can get in it.
Well, of course, we are on the Rebelle Rally on the socials. It's at Rebelle Rally, at Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter, and as well as on the YouTubes. And listen, if you guys have any questions, like maybe for Matthew or I, anything that you want us to explain, please, we are monitoring that. Please go ahead and write those down. If we have time, we will get to that for you all.
Yeah, for sure. Another comment there for 120. Kara and Danielle, they stayed even on day 2 and 3. So day 1, they were awfully high. They're still the top rookie team, but they stayed at the same position over day 2 and day 3. So they've leveled out, and the event's changing today. You know, Emily told us yesterday it's about to get harder. Quite a bit harder.
It is.
So competition-wise, it's going to be interesting to see who can excel at that additional challenge and how the leaderboard may edit. Yeah.
Right, because remember, this is a rally. It's not a race. It's not about overall speed. It's about navigational accuracy. And if you are just joining us on this day 4 of our live show, we want to talk a little bit about these checkpoints and what they actually mean. So we've got green checkpoints. Those are the easiest ones to find. You got a big old flag. It's designed to just get you down the course. If all you did were green checkpoints, you could get from the base camp and do the course and get back to the base camp safely.
And those are staffed. So if we have any information we need to get to a team out in the field middle of the day, we can do it at green checkpoints.
That's where we can go.
Yep.
And then we have blue checkpoints. Those you have to plot yourself. They have a smaller flag, or they just have a blue pole. And trust me, a blue pole is really hard to find sometimes in the middle of the desert.
Mm-hmm.
And those are, like we said, a little bit harder to find. They are not staffed, and it's kind of like the intermediate checkpoint. Think of it like a ski slope. Green's easy, blue is medium, and then black diamonds are the hardest.
And black diamonds are littered all over the place because you don't actually have to go set those up.
Right.
Now, the blue ones, Jimmy and his team have to go out in the mornings and place those checkpoints, or at least confirm they're still there or whatever. But the black diamonds can be littered around, and if you're in this competition to win it,
that's where it's won or lost.
You got to go on.
That's where it's won or lost. Yep. All right, so now you know if you're gonna do well, you got to get some black diamond checkpoints here. That is a nice drone shot. The sun is just starting to peek up over the dunes there to the rises in the east, sets in the west. I always have to say that in my mind before I say that. Peeking up over the east. Teams that are actually going to be driving towards the east, that's actually really hard when you've got the sun right in your face and you're trying to navigate through some rough terrain. You have to slow your speed down a little bit to make sure that you don't damage your third teammate.
So as far as setting up the day today, how do you believe they've set up their vehicles for the day? I see the flags are up on top for dunes driving.
Yep, so they got their flags up on top. It depends on which way they're going first. If they're doing their dunes leg first, they're going to be aired down quite a bit. I would probably start at depending on if you have beadlocks, maybe 12. Check your tire pressure throughout the day to make sure, because as the day gets hotter, your tire pressure gets hotter.
Well, I know part of them are going up Sperry Wash.
Right. So for that, you don't want to have 12 psi because then you're going to get a flat tire. So you want to be like maybe 22, 23. Again, it all depends on your vehicle, depends on your driving style. So, airing down is a suggestion, not necessarily gospel.
Yeah, for sure. Let's bounce out and see who Katie has to chat with.
Hey guys, it wasn't until Emme said sun in your eyes that I realised I wasn't wearing my sunglasses. Talking of sun and heat, I was just talking to the ladies in our old Bronco and they lost air conditioning yesterday. But they're back on the line, and I think Emme had a chat with them last night about what was going on, but without air conditioning, ouch. Okay, I've always wanted to ask Tasha this question. When did you first pick up a screwdriver?
I was probably a year old.
Stop it. And you've had one ever since?
Yep. Screwdrivers, wrenches. My dad used to babysit me growing up. A lot of the pictures of him and I are working on cars and me.
When did you know you wanted to be an engineer?
Probably when I found out I couldn't just sketch cars for a living. Everything's in CAD now. So I think I was probably 10 when I wanted to be a mechanical engineer.
Excellent. I've always wanted to ask you that question. And then we've got Michelle over there as a fitness studio owner, correct?
Yeah, Pilates studio owner, yeah. I'm glad I've got her because I have a maintenance required on my dashboard. I might need her when this is done.
So now we've seen, this is the time in the rally when we start seeing lights come on. And Michelle's stoked that Tasha can figure out why there's a maintenance required light on. Let's cruise down here to Bernard and see if we can't have a quick chat with Hannah. Are you too busy to chat, or are you sorted? I'll stand in the sun. How are you doing this morning, Hannah? What's your strategy for the dunes in Bernard?
Oh, great question. I think we're going to take it easy. Bernard and the dunes are kind of still getting acquainted with each other. So we're just going to have a good day and, hit the ones that we can hit and not get too fussed about the blacks that we can't hit and just try and enjoy ourselves. That's just been the strategy for every single day, and it's worked out so far.
Such a positive attitude. Love it. Okay, ladies, you have a great day, and I can't wait to see you and Bernard back on the finish line. Talk about looking after your third teammate. Those girls really have a relationship with Bernard, and they look after him. We're going to go around here and have a chat to Amanda, because Julia looks like her head's in the map. We're in between two cars here. Good morning. I didn't want to interrupt Julia. Sorry, Julia. You look quite busy. Now she's laughing at me. Oh, she's looking for Sperry Wash. I almost said something that I heard Matthew say, but I don't think I'm supposed to say that about Sperry Wash. But anyway, how are you doing?
We're doing all right. We're catching up on hydration from yesterday. We got a little toasty.
Ooh, hydration. That's a really important thing out here in the desert. I think when people get their heads in the maps, they often forget to drink. So,
that is part of it. Definitely part of it. We're doing a better job catching up today.
Okay, well, great. You have an amazing time out there today, and we'll see you back here at home at the finish line. It is going to be a hot one today. Oh, goodness. That was my wire in the wheel. Okay, let's go back to Matthew and Emme while I sort out my wires.
Thanks, Katie. Yeah, we had our one of our medical staff up on stage yesterday in the while teams were having dinner, talking about the importance of hydration today and giving teams what to look for in terms of heat stroke and any kind of heat-related issues. So, yeah, you're out here. Navigators are going to be out of the vehicles scouting. Drivers are going to be sweating because it's going to be stressful. It's going to be a difficult day.
And what were those first heat-related issues you could notice?
Well, you can have heat stroke, you can have heat exhaustion, and the systems are different, and the symptoms are different, and you don't necessarily, one doesn't come before the other.
The one that I really listened to was the cramps.
Yeah.
You start feeling cramps, and you got to notice that that's an early indicator that you're not hydrated well enough.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but women also, we feel cramps pretty good.
Gotcha.
Good. All right. On that note, we are going to go out to commercial. We will be right back in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for watching.
Pavement is optional. Total Chaos equipment is built for travel. Introducing our newest project vehicle, Seabiscuit, a Lexus GX 460. It combines luxury interior with performance off-road components. It's outfitted with our newest suspension package, designed specifically for KDSS models. Explore more.
I was the first woman to solo drive the longest off-road race in the country, and I can tell you that the desert Southwest is like nowhere else I've seen.
As you're looking at the map, You get so in touch with it, the features on the map start to rise up. You drive down these roads and hike these trails. It takes me back to a location. We want things that connect us. To me, that's what the sandstone does.
And now your action weather broadcast. We've got shifting weather conditions on the horizon. Expect high winds, scattered thunderstorms, cold fronts, and dense fog. It's a wild one out there.
Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
Welcome back to the Rebelle Rally Live Show presented by Toyota. We're out here in Dumont Dunes getting these cars off the line and in action. Bouncing back and forth with Katie, hearing face-to-face how these teams are doing. And we're about to grab her again, huh?
I think we are. Katie just gets to run around all day today, and we just have to sit here. It's amazing.
you know, when Emily was on earlier, I just walked out and started chatting with teams, and, that's really fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
It is fun. We should switch one day. Anyway, Katie, who do you have for us right now?
I'm just running around out here having fun in me. Goodness me. They're dissing me back there. How's the honeymoon going, Sandra?
Going fantastic. Never better.
And how was yesterday for the two of you?
It was a good day to have a good day 3. Very challenging, made some mistakes. We were both very tired and frustrated by the end of the day, but it's in the back. It's a brand new day, and we're going to kill it today.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, our team had a day 3 yesterday as well, and it's really nice to wake up here in Dumont Dunes, take a deep breath, and just start fresh. So should we all do that together now?
Let's do it.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're having to do this on your honeymoon.
It's a great day to have a great day.
It is, and it's a great week to have a honeymoon. Oh my goodness. Okay, can you believe one of our Toyota teams is on her honeymoon with us? Gosh. Jenna, now which one of you is a world-class jiu-jitsu white belt? Oh, I've got the wrong.
I'm a curler, though.
Oh, curler. Curler. Wait, you're my curler.
The sport on ice with the rocks and the sweeping and the yelling and the Olympics.
Yes,
yeah.
And you're a really accomplished curler.
I mean, I would say I aspire to be an accomplished curler. I don't know that I've accomplished much.
And how did I mix up jiu-jitsu with curling?
I have no idea, but I love it.
What's your fun fact that we don't know about?
Ooh, well, we had a really cool experience this summer where we got to drive the Queen's 1954 Series 1 Land Rover in the Tour de Elegance at Pebble Beach, which was really amazing. Once in a lifetime experience.
Just like the Rebelle Rally.
We'd like to think we made the Queen proud.
Of course you did. God bless the King now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, ladies, you have a great day. I'll let you drive up. Right, let's whistle down here. Is this our strawberry shortcakes? Oh, how are we going?
We're good. How are you?
I'm great.
That's great.
What's your strategy for Dumont Dunes?
Not to get stuck and just to be consistent, learn the navigation, how to get into the dunes, not go crazy.
And so you've got a long loop and then the dune loops. Which one are you starting on today?
We're going to be in the dunes doing those spaghettis, and then we're going to be going the X route.
Oh yeah, always X route.
Always X route. I love that attitude.
Yeah.
Okay, well you take it easy and have a great day. Let's go see what the Long Beach Race Hers are up to without getting... Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Just peachy keen. How are you?
You know, bananas are actually a mood stabilizer, I find. So what a great snack to have before you start out a day on the Rebelle.
Yeah, I'm all good with the bananas. It's stabilizing my mood already.
Are you excited for Dumont Dunes?
Heck yeah, I love driving in the dunes. It's my favorite terrain.
Okay, well I'm going to let you go at it.
Thank you. Sorry about the banana.
No, don't be sorry about a banana. A banana's always a good idea. Holly Casey, is your head in the map, but absolutely not. How are you doing this morning?
Good.
Last year I called you the badass grandmas and somebody has now coined you the bags, and they gave me a sticker with them in their Jeep. It was fantastic. Who made the sticker?
Laura's daughter.
That's right. Yeah. How's your rally going this year?
Great. We're having a great time. I mean, that's what it's all about. Have fun, improve your skills. Yeah. And we're doing both of those things.
We're just having a great time. It's a great rally. We're loving it.
The bags. I mean, I just think you two are the most badass grandmas, which is...
My fourth grandchild is due during this rally.
Oh my gosh, we've got a honeymoon and now we've got a grandchild potentially being born during this rally. Oh my goodness. It's all go ahead. Go ahead, ladies. I don't want to keep you. Now I'm going to quickly see if I can see Team 120 because we've had lots of comments. Oh, they're not here yet, Tim. But we can... No, Rebecca just drove away. Hold on. Typical. Making me walk for my money.
Oh, sorry.
How are you doing this morning?
Walk for your money. We're good. I'm excited to go driving some dunes. I know they're going to be just little ones. I won't get to do any big, crazy, fun.
Well, they're not that little. I mean, look out your window. They're quite large.
We're not.
Yeah, okay. Well, hey, have a great time. And we're going to go back to your bestie, Emme, who's on set.
Thank you, Katie. Oh, look at that. My Navi's a driving now. It's so cute. It's so adorable.
It would be interesting to see, how well the BMW would do in some of the bigger dunes, but you don't really want to find out when you've got competition on the line.
No, you don't. But, it's got all-wheel drive. They did pretty well in Glamis last year. I think they had a little bit of overheating of the all-wheel drive system last year. But this is the M50, so this one's got a little bit more power. Probably going to be able to get through some of that soft stuff a little bit easier this year.
Yeah, it's interesting how manufacturers can use the same parts bin of parts the car has and just use different strategies with the programming to tell it, like, you're in sand, so don't let this slip. Because it'll overheat if it slips. So just lock up this and and stay in gears longer, and and there you're in a sand mode suddenly, and that's why we have modes like that, is to take care of our equipment.
I wanted to talk about 138 just a little bit. That is the Wrangler 392 with like a giant V8 that slurps up the gas.
Yeah. We've got a couple of those in the event. I'm not sure if any have had some fuel range issues.
Not yet. They can come back and get a splash of fuel, but it will incur a penalty. So it'll be interesting to see if 138 comes back.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we've had a lot of social comments about Team 120, so we're actually going to go back to them really fast with Katie, just because they just seem to be a really popular team. We kind of love them. Katie.
So I'm back here and I'm just confirming that we did talk to them. It's actually Team Grit and Grace. We've had a lot of comments on social about you two, so I've come back just to show the vehicle and make sure that we're making everyone at home happy. We're not going to talk to them again because they're right on the start line, but they're the top rookie team, which is exciting. And if you want us to talk to some of your friends and family on the line, comment, and then I know who to... I'm going to hunt down everyone because that's my job, but if you want to ask any specific questions, I'm your gal. And I've heard that the co-driver from 120 is very adept at catching snakes. Hey, Tim, you're helping me out here a lot. Can you find out who's the jiu-jitsu person? Good morning, Bailey.
Good morning.
How are you two doing?
Good, how are you?
Always smiling.
Yes, we're always smiling. That's how you start the day. So.
Absolutely. And Sedona does her meditation. We all just took a deep breath. Yes. We took a deep breath with the Toyota team who's on their honeymoon.
Oh, how cute.
Can you imagine?
Lovely.
Okay, so let's talk competition. How's it going and how are we thinking about today?
Competition's going great. I think today our plan of attack is the first few checkpoints are any order you want. So we made a few route plans. We'll go off of that and then plan the next half of our day.
Nice strategy. Cool, calm, collected as always. Hey, up you go. Bailey Campbell is a rock crawler, so she's got an advantage today. And they seem very chill about what's going to happen today. And they've got air conditioning and we don't. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you guys doing this morning?
Good. We're ready for some dunes.
Isn't it exciting?
It's exciting.
Sand's our favorite.
Yes, we do like the sand.
Sand's our favourite. There we go. So now, are you enjoying your vehicle today? Tell us a little bit about your third teammate.
Yeah, so my third teammate was my COVID midlife crisis purchase. It was the best stupid decision I've ever made. So I bought this truck in 2020. It has been my guide rig. It has been across the country 6 times now, and this is its second Rebelle. So it's been a trusty third teammate.
And you guys are part of our Pirelli Scorpion Challenge. How's that going?
So far, so good. We really appreciate the support from Pirelli. We ran them last year in Manny's Rivian. They were a great company to kind of have highlight us, and we're happy to be back on them. So far, so good.
There you go. Our Pirelli Scorpion Challenge. Well, we have many teams, so thank you very much. Have a great day out there, ladies. Okay, let's catch Team 183. Carla and Heather, their windows up. Good morning.
How's it going?
I think I ended on you last night. Now I'm going to maybe end on you this morning.
All right, great.
How are we feeling after I was a bit disheveled yesterday. How are we doing today?
I'm a little scared. The dunes, scare the crap out of me.
You're going to do great in the dunes. I'm afraid to navigate in the dunes, but she's going to have fun driving in the dunes.
Yeah,
for sure.
We'll see.
Now, can you talk to me a little bit about your non-profit, Alternatives for Girls?
We don't have a non-profit.
Thanks, Tim. That's information that they're giving me from the...
No, that's all right. That's the nonprofit that we chose. I chose
Oh, okay. Never mind. Heather.
It's complicated because she's in Texas and I'm in Michigan. So Alternatives for Girls is a nonprofit that we work in Michigan. And we work with them a lot with our women's employee resource group. So we've had a couple events with them over the past couple of years. So it helps girls that are experiencing homelessness to provide resources for them. So we have been partnering with them for a couple of years now, and as much as we can. Yeah.
That's really cool. Thank you very much. Good save. Good save. All right. Well, you guys have a lovely day. And you know what? Being a little bit scared is good, right?
I know, right?
That keeps you in check. Take it easy, ladies. Have a great day. Do we need to do what? Let's catch one more team before we go. Toby. Good morning, ladies. How are you doing?
Good. Yeah, we're doing good.
Just good?
Just good.
What's
We're
our...
gonna stay calm and get ready for some dunes.
How's your Navy feeling?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. Yesterday was a great day, so hopefully it keeps going. Yeah. It's just maintaining an average, right?
Oh my gosh, it's just like this, their calculation for joy is just maintaining an average. Yeah, I need to talk more.
It always says, ride the middle.
Okay, well, ride the middle and maintain an average. That sounds more technical. Anyway, have a great day out there, ladies, and let's go back to Emme and Matthew and see what's going on.
Thank you so much, Katie. I love hearing all these little tidbits about all of the teams.
Yeah, I know. It's a shame we don't have more time to bring out some of the details that we've got, resources here about them. But, each team's got something interesting. It's their skills, their background, what they spend their time doing, the fact that they live in a van the rest of the year.
Yeah,
or the fact that they,
I know. It's amazing. It's amazing, and I love it. Well, if you want to be cool like the Rebelles, you can run Fox Shocks. Did you know that? Because we got a code. We got a discount code for Fox Shocks.
You know what? I love discounts.
I love discounts. It is a Rebelle Rally at 30, but this is a limited time, so you can only get it until October 20th. So that is at the end of the Rebelle Rally. That discount code goes away. It's good for 30% off, and you can use it on any Fox product, including mountain bike stuff, parts to carry your bike on your truck, all kinds of things. So
yeah, those nice padded tailgate covers to be able to chuck bikes in. Yeah, whoever came up with that about a decade ago was like, hey, this is the way we should put bikes in trucks. And now it made sense. Yeah.
I know. It's so funny because all I do is just throw stuff in the back of my truck, and I don't really care about how it looks. But, well, we've got some social comments coming in. It looks like that is someone from Calgary, Canada, eh?
Yeah. And, hey, by the way, happy late Thanksgiving to you.
Oh, yes, to all our Canadian friends up there.
I've been killing it on that one with all the Canadians around.
I know. It's been really fun. They're like, oh, you know about our Thanksgiving. Oh, you're so smart. And I'm like, I am. Exactly.
I heard it on the radio.
Would love to hear how the Cantoy Divas are doing. Well, I can tell you right now, Cantoy Divas are in line. They are lining up with the 122. Cars are starting 2 at a time every 2 minutes, I believe. Yep, every 2 minutes.
They have been doing well.
They've been doing
well.
They have been doing really well.
Smiling every time I've seen them.
I saw them yesterday, and they were not trying to get a Jimmy Lewis checkpoint, and they got a Jimmy Lewis checkpoint.
Cool.
They kind of accidentally got points yesterday, and they were so tickled by it. It was great.
Looks like they are sitting 30, right middle of the road right now.
All right, good mid-pack.
Part of our Pirelli challenge.
We love a good mid-pack, part of the Pirelli challenge. Now, Emily is running some pretty special Pirelli tires, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. She's running a development tire.
Okay,
that,
cool.
An average person can't go by.
Okay, so these are the only ones in the country that she's kind of testing out for Pirelli?
Something like that, yeah. She's been giving them feedback.
Awesome.
After a couple of seasons on the Scorpion All-Terrain Plus, they've given her a development tire that I think is a little more rugged.
All right, cool.
A little different in various ways.
It's good to see them, kind of bringing up with the ability of the tires. You can have a good all-terrain, but maybe you need a good mud terrain. Maybe you need a good rock terrain.
It's it's going to take something to get me to give up my all-terrain pluses because I love how quiet they are on the road.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
I've
a big
never
thing.
had a traction situation I needed that they didn't provide.
Oh,
so,
that's awesome.
I'm not looking to step away from what I'm running from Pirelli already.
Well, I can see Katie over here. She is anxious to talk to Team 200 that is in the Bronco Sport with the Sassy package.
Hello. So I'm still looking for the world-class jiu-jitsu person. I'm asking everyone, do you do jiu-jitsu? And I've just learned that you're a world-class scrapbooker, which is even cooler.
Oh, yeah, award-winning scrapbooker. Pretty amazing at the Orange County Fair in California. So if you ever want to see my ribbons, I can show you.
I want everyone to bring their ribbons next year. And then Melissa, it took us a while to squeeze something out of her because she's mum's the word, Auntie Off-Road. But I just learned because she's a registered nurse, she once splintered someone on their off-road trail with it. What do you call it? That's off.
So we used the metal bracket that goes into the older best tops for like the CJ7, I think is what it was. Those metal brackets, we were able to use that and a roll of duct tape to splint a guy's leg, and they actually said that without it, that probably would have become an open fracture. The fracture was very close to the surface, so it was cool. I won an Easter basket over it too.
Melissa won an Easter basket because she saved someone's life on the trail with a Jimmy rigged splint. Jimmy rigged, that's kind of interesting given Jimmy Lewis probably has lots of Jimmy rigs. Anyway, Matthew was just saying we've got some ladies that live in vans, and I've just found our van lady. Now, before we get to that, you two just told me that you had the same first car.
We did.
Let's talk about that. What was it?
So we both found out independently that we both owned Dodge Neons as our very first car. Was yours white?
Mine was silver.
Mine was white.
Mine was a manual.
Oh, automatic.
It's okay. It's okay. And now talk to me a little bit about van life.
Yeah, I've lived in a van since we started the Rebelle. Basically, I moved into a van in July of 22 with my family, who's probably watching, Tyler and Theodore. Hi. They are traveling. They're on their way down to meet us at the finish line in the van. So this is like our winter exodus down to the desert.
So do you map out checkpoints at the beginning of the year to figure out where you're going to go? Like how does that work for the whole year?
So we do actually use a National Geographic roadbook atlas, and I do actually have all the DeLorme scales to match the atlas. So we don't use the scales very often, but I have worked and taught my family how to do a little bit of that.
So do you sit down with the whole family and say, right, this is what this year looks like? Like, how do you figure out where you're going to go?
No, our strategy for that is very similar to our strategy here as a team. We wing it step by step.
I love that as a family strategy. We're just going to wing it step by step. Have a wonderful day out there. Now Susan. Okay. Hi, ladies. Okay, game face. You too. Okay, so Emme and Matthew were just saying how Susan, Team 128, are crushing it this year, and they've had a request for no talking. Game face on today. They are busy in their maps. Look out, Kramer. Got Team 188. Good morning. So I've been asking everyone what fun facts they have to share with me this morning about their life at home, but I do ask them before I go live, but I'm live right now, so I'll put you on the spot. What's fun fact, Laura Wanless?
I have a 12-year-old daughter who's almost 13, and she wants to do the Rebelle someday.
That's fantastic. And knowing you, she's already a stellar navigator or driver.
She's a good navigator, and she told me she has options for partners, me included in that list.
And what about Penny's an interior designer and a very talented one. I understand that. What else do you have to say about today? Are you busy in your maps?
Pretty busy in my maps. Fun fact, though? I don't know. Fun fact.
It's okay. You've got all day to think about it. So on the finish line, I'm going to come back with an unknown fun fact. Wait a minute, Kramer. Let's look at this compass.
It's called a Brunton. They sponsor us. It's a Brunton Transit. Super accurate. It's 1 degree increments. Probably the best compass on the market. Pretty cool.
Very high-tech compass right there. Very high-tech. It's all about the tools on the Rebelle. Now let's whip around here and see. Team 103 want to have a chat. Window. Oh, look at that. The window comes down. I thought it might be a no-talking day. How's Shelby Wright doing?
We're great today. Yeah, we had a good sleep. It's beautiful and warm. We're excited for the dunes. What do you think, Dana?
I'm excited for the dunes today. So we'll be doing that, finishing there at the end of the day. We'll see how we feel after we're done. So we haven't spent a lot of time in the dunes.
Ask us again at 6 o'clock, Katie.
Why do you have a picture of a stuffed owl in your biopic? And I can see it over there in the corner. What's its name?
Oswald. That's Oswald, our 4th teammate. And this is Rosie, our 3rd teammate. Rosie Riveter, the Bronco.
Yeah, so we are in our first training. We saw this giant owl nest with little owlets. And so we walked into Love's and there was a little owl sitting there. So we thought it was appropriate for it to be our mascot. Picked him up immediately.
I think that's going to be our confession cam question tonight. What superstitions or little things do you as a team have?
Oh.
Yeah.
Lots of those.
Yeah.
We have lots of those.
Okay, well, we have a really cool confession cam going this year. Every night we put up a question and we ask the Rebelles and then we post it. And we have had some hilarious answers to date. So I'm going to send you back to Emme and Matthew. Today's going to be a scorcher here. Everybody's feeling clean and crisp after getting back from the marathon leg. Back to you, Emme and Matthew.
Wow, Katie, thank you so much. That's a lot of fun information and some fun interviews there, especially Pam there, 103, with their 4th teammate.
I know, that's so rad.
I had dinner with her last night, and we had some nice chats, and along with Kristen Matlock as well. It's great. I got to remember to have dinner with the competitors more often.
And it's hard because I want to have dinner with everybody, but like I can't, you know, like there's just not enough time. So, but yes, I do go around and try to get some notes and see how people are rolling. And, but you know, for you folks at home, we do have a Rebelle Rally giveaway. You can go to rebellerally.com/giveaway to sign up for that. We have $5,000 worth of stuff that you could win, including, since this is our Pirelli Scorpion Day, you can get a set of 5 Pirelli Scorpion tires. It's worth nearly $2,000.
Hey, it's really cool that they consider the spare tire. Because when you're wheeling, you're out in the woods, you need a tire that matches the rest of them. If
exactly,
you're
or 2.
Yeah, or 2.
So just go to rebellerally.com/giveaway and sign up for that. Now, this, of course, is not our only show today, Matthew. We're going to have a competition update at 1 o'clock. And then our evening show is at 5:30 right here from Base Camp 2 in Dumont Dunes.
I'm going to do a bit of driving and go find some teams on course today. Maybe we can do some fun integrated show here midday.
Yeah. That would be super fun. I would love it. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us here at the Rebelle Rally Live presented by Toyota. It's going to be a good, scorching hot day. The competition is just as hot as the weather. I'm Emmy Hall.
And Matthew Johnson.
We will talk to you this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Have a good one.
Thanks for joining us.